People always ask me, Craig, what is Gopher Talk? Are you talking about gophers? Nope. Started with my fantasy football team, Craig's Gridiron Gophers. I used to send out little audio messages recapping our league each week and label them Gopher Talk. That's how the name was born. Now, it's grown into a full show from my garage. Cold beer, football talk, small town banners, and a little WWE-style trash talk between friends and family. This is Gopher Talk. Garage, beer, football. Subscribe today and join us for weekly recaps, challenges, and behind-the-scenes fun. And remember, let's keep it chubby. Youth sports, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this week's about. Our fundamentals being taught to our youth, boys and girls, in youth sports. How's it going today, everybody? This is Gopher Nation. The great one. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good. Happy to be here. We're ready. This topic is going to be good. It's going to set us up for the rest of the week. I'm excited about it. Really passionate about it as well.
Me too, man. Me too. This is a very, very, like you said, passionate's a good word, especially for our youth. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Gopher Talk Garage, Beer, Football, Youth Sports Series all week long. Get you some of that. Let's get into it. Fundamentals of basketball, baseball, football, softball, soccer. Coaches that are being brought in. What do you think about it, the great one?
You know, as a coach, I do think that it's great that they volunteer because you don't get, volunteers. And anybody who volunteers, hats off to you. That's the part of it.
Every day, you betcha.
But what I will say is that if you're going to volunteer, it's just you kind of got to look at it as, hey, this is my craft now. I'm going to learn it because I may have just been thrown into it. I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to put my best step forward, and I'm not just going to get through it because I'm just in it. Hey, my kid wanted to play, and I want to volunteer. It's great that you did it, but it's just like a job, kind of.
Not kind of. It is a job, in my personal opinion.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've literally, I ain't got to be in youth sports in a long time. But from what I've seen, sometimes it floors me that, you get into youth sports, where did fundamentals of youth sports go? I mean, I understand. And like you said, hats off to every parent involved that's coaching. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it's their time they got to take out of it. They got, 8 to 16 kids that they got to more or less take care of. And these kids know nothing either. I mean, literally, they're coming at youth sports. When we're talking about youth sports, everybody, we're talking. Me and the great one had this talk last night. Where does youth sports end? Me as youth sports, I'm going from 3rd to 6th grade. After that, youth sports is over. The fundamentals is taught, should have been.
Yep.
Because you're getting into middle school. Down here, I'm not sure what it's like up there, but
yep.
I don't even know. Do you guys get to start earlier up there in Kansas City?
So I think that, I think even in Oswego, they're K through 6th grade, but I will agree though, when you're kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, they are so, it is, you give a lot of forgiveness on that because they're so little and it's just teaching them the love for the game at that point. So they're teaching, you're teaching and you want them to play and you want them to have fun, especially K through 2, because if they don't have fun, their attention spans go like that. They're done. They don't want to play anymore. But, rolling to 3rd grade, that's where you should be putting the fundamentals into the sport more than you do K through 2. It's just part of it. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, I agree. That's my favorite years to coach because I know you coach them as well. That is that builds a foundation as we pass them to middle school.
Yeah, their brain expands. They're learning.
Yeah,
I mean, they're literally learning the fundamentals of sports. They're coming together, camaraderie, the whole 9 yards as a team. They're figuring out what a team is, what it takes, who's behind you, who's got your back, who's this, who's that. But if the fundamentals ain't taught in sports, what good is youth sports? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm being that's kind of a very
I like it.
It's to the point, but I don't understand. I don't understand the fact of youth sports if the person teaching it can't teach the fundamentals of sports?
That is the $1,000,000 question. And that's
That's
where
been
it
my
turns,
gripe. Yeah,
yep, and that's where it turns to, yes, we don't have the volunteers. That's it. This is everywhere. This isn't just small town community. This is everywhere across, the nation, basically.
yeah,
Because, and then you get the person who does know the fundamentals, but they teach them really bad and they're really mean and they take it way too seriously and they burn the kids out as fast as they get them because it's like, I'm going to teach fundamental. That's all I'm going to do. And then it's like, well, I got to have fun too. So it's a happy
yeah.
medium balance,
There really is. But you saying that, I agree with discipline at any age.
All right, me too.
Because you look at some of these kids in high school nowadays, even there's no discipline being taught. You can't teach discipline. They have to be you discipline them. I'm not saying discipline, slap on the hand, stuff like that.
Organization, organized.
There you go. Thank you. Better word. Because I
Yep.
don't want to get off on the subject where I'm the
Yeah.
bad guy on it.
Yeah,
I'm
organized.
just saying youth sports, like you said, and let me take it out there to all the fans real quick. K-2, make them have fun. Let them have fun. No scoreboard, blah, 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 blah. But I've heard lately, like I said, it's been a long time since I've been in youth sports. My kid's 17 years old now. And that's my fault. I should get involved in this small community because I do love coaching. I do love teaching the fundamentals of sports. But no scoreboard, no. How do you know if you win or lose? I mean, I just don't understand.
Yep.
I don't understand I don't understand anything behind it. I just don't.
Yes. One thing that to kind of move is that on this is I do believe that we have two girls here. They're in competitive sports. They call it competitive, right? You pay, you make the team, and you move on from there. But I do believe that has what is hurt rec, and which is more youth sports than anything. That is what's hurt them is because it's like, that's not serious. If you want serious or teach fundamentals or learn to win or lose, you have to pay for that. You have to pay for it. And it's like, and I say this all the time. When you play competitive sports, do not forget that it is a business first and your child is second. That's a fact.
I agree, man. I agree 100% on that. That being said, I talked to a couple, like we said, no names mentioned. I talked to a couple people and I'm like, what? Because, we've been hearing rumors of certain stuff about our youth here in our small community. And I said, well, tell me the deal. What's behind that? I mean, because I heard, we heard that the numbers are dropping. We heard that, people can only last 1 or 2 years because, and I'm going to say it out loud, of the ass eatings they take for volunteering to do what they do. To me, that is disturbing.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here griping, but yes, should I volunteer? You damn right. I'm part of this small community. Do I love teaching little kids basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever it may be? And I should do that. But so should the rest of the whole community, especially the ones that are griping. Remember, that's on their time. Them coaches, that's on their time. It's not your time. Your time is to bring your kid to practice.
Yes.
His time is to teach your kid what he's supposed to learn about this sport.
Absolutely.
It's so irritating. I just don't understand why any negativity would ever come about it, especially in youth sports.
Yes, because you are signing your child up and you are trusting the coach, which is, not everyone's going to be Phil Jackson and Bill Belichick, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't work that way. So unless you are the one who's saying, if you go to the sidelines and you're, amped up, and I understand the competitive nature, that's good to have, but we got to have constructive, positive reinforcement, because if you're on the sidelines and you're not coaching when there is a volunteer sheet to do so, you just kind of be like, hey, support the coach and we're rolling on. And then they also go on the flip side is that the coach should show that, hey, I'm invested in your child. Yeah. I'm invested and I care. And we're building the foundation of principles of your child's athletic foundation, and we are moving forward. Now, I will say, I'm going to touch on something real quick. For those who are watching, and those who are going to watch this video is made to not be lovey-dovey. It's made to cause thoughts in your brain and tell us, do you agree? Do you disagree? Me and the Gopher talked about this, and it was like, how's this video going to go over? It's not, we're not downgrading anything. We are having an open conversation on YouTube that we just want to talk about it. We want everyone's opinion.
That's right. No criticism.
Yeah.
We may sound like it, but we're not. I'm giving my opinion. I want yours back. And I literally, like Trey said, or the great one said, we literally want you guys to install some of this in everything we talk about, because he's going to say stuff different than I am. He's from a bigger community. He's got 2 kids he's coaching. I've had 1 kid. Last time I coached was my little brother, and he's not little no more. What's Kyle? 36 years old?
34.
I mean, last time I coached youth sports, but I've had kids come up to me asking me to do football before, just a year ago. And I didn't know we didn't have a youth program no more. I literally thought we still had a youth program. I didn't know it just didn't exist no more. And that's my bad. That's my fault.
Yep.
That's where I should be. We sit here and, and this is kind of double-sided, but we sit here and I preach small community stuff. I want to be involved in everything.
Yep.
That's the Gophers' fault. Yep. And I apologize to everybody who's watching this. But if I knew these little kids didn't have a football team, I damn sure might have, because I got plenty of time on my hands after 2:00 in the afternoon and on the weekend to help these kids out. And I personally think I could teach football just as great as anybody else could.
Absolutely.
Youth football.
Yeah.
Let's get that straight.
Yeah, you want the head
that straight real quick.
Yeah. And I do think that within the community, I think what we're trying to promote is, I understand everyone's got jobs, everyone's saying it's got a life, and all that. But, there's strength in numbers. And the Gridiron God has talked about this as well. There's strength in numbers. If everyone can come together and it's not so I do my thing, you do your thing. If everyone bonds together and it's like, hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to have a guy or a gal, they're going to run it, and everybody's going to be involved. And we're not going to burn the ones out who are like, I'll do it. And then we just run them into the ground, and that's what happens. You burn them out. But, because we have, there in Oswego and up here in Kansas City, the same coaches are coaching sometimes, but then when you ask them, why aren't you coaching anymore? Half the time it's not my kid graduated. It's, man, I'm just tired of it. Like, it's just a lot of, work and maneuvering and stuff like that, because it's like we said, it's a full-time job. I mean, it's a full-time job.
But as a parent, that's a full-time responsibility when you have a kid.
Absolutely.
And if that kid wants to play sports, that's your time to put into him.
Yep.
I mean, it really is. It's not about you. You're an adult now. Now it's about the kid. You remember what your parents did to you? I mean, literally, my parents took me to every basketball. I played all the dang time. They took me everywhere.
Yep.
Now it's time for them parents to do that. And if they can't do it, give us a call.
Yeah.
Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to get their kids there if they can't get them there. I want to see youth sports in Oswego numbers rise as much as they can, even if we got to make 4 or 5 teams out of it. Yes, I understand the volunteer part about coaching. Nobody wants to do it, but ladies and gentlemen, when someone does it, stay off their backs, man. Let them coach. Let them do what they want to do. If you're better than them, help.
Yep.
Help. Simple as that.
Absolutely. And with the volunteer itself is such a different dynamic in different places you go, because when I was a kid, my parents, this kind of where you go back to the child as well, is that I just told Swelsey the other day, when I played basketball and football, my mom and dad, they didn't make me do it or make me do anything. I loved it. It was something that I loved to do. And that is what I lived it. I played Madden on the Xbox. I played NBA 2K on the Xbox. There's so much other things that pull them away from it. And that's the hardest part. The kid has to want themselves. The kid also has to.
Glad you mentioned that. There's a huge question I have right now for everybody on here. Reply to us. I want to know your thoughts on it, because I know it's a great babysitter. And I'm going to say that out loud because when my son was little, We use it as a babysitter as well. He had the iPad, he had everything.
Mhm.
Guys, I literally despise video games. I seen a thing today around here, and I'm not going to mention it. Nope, I'm not going to get on that yet. What is your thoughts, the great one, on video games, the way video games are nowadays? Not Madden, not NBA 2000, not none of this. What is your thoughts on the video games nowadays, and do you think that reflects why a bunch of kids won't get off the couch to go play youth sports?
This is what I think about the video games. And ladies and gentlemen, your comments, keep them coming. We're going to read them in the show. We're going to have a Q&A section, but let us
Damn
get to
right.
our stuff. We're going to have a Q&A, and we will touch on them all, I promise. I don't care if there's 100 or 2. We will touch on them. The video game thing, I will give an example of why I think it is the way it is. Because I was a video gamer. I played them all the time. When we used to play, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I was a video game all the way until I met Swelsey, and we made an agreement, and it was like, hey, why are you playing video games when you don't have a college degree?
Thank you, Swelsey.
Yep. Take your efforts that you're playing on video games and get your college degree. And then I just never played them again. So when I was a video gamer, I used to play them all the time with, Travis, all of us, Matt, little Al, Kyle. We all played them when we were little, but we were outside kids. That is a little different. I think the online version of the video game, you can get on Call of Duty and you can get online, put the headset on, talk to your best friend at his house. They never have to go over to your house. You're just playing for hours and you talk to all these people and you meet them. But also on the flip side, your parents don't have to take you there. So they're like, okay, I like that. That the online is what has driven this to the way it is, in my opinion. And now they've learned that the quick moving stuff, we're going to come out with quick moving eye. I mean, there's a science behind this. The reason the games is because they know why. They look stupid, but now they're like, that works because the kid holds the tablet or iPhone and is like, I'm zoned in, and that's what I'm doing. So if you can get your kids outside, I suggest getting them outside, and that means you have to go outside with them more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, you ride around this town, you had to dodge bicycles.
Oh, yeah.
Now you dodge internet connections.
Yeah, you make sure you don't hit a line. Yes. Yeah. They got the fiber going across the road, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it floors me, man, because I literally, just like Tuck, or my son when he was little, literally, they're built-in babysitters to me. I literally believe video games, and the more you let them play, the less they're going to get outside. I mean, absolutely. I just don't understand. I don't understand the point of it. Yep. But I know there's a lot of people that do. There's a million opinions. That's why we're doing this segment right now. So there's a million opinions about it.
On the flip side of a different opinion, so people are like fundamentals of stuff. I learned how to play situational basketball playing NBA 2K on the PlayStation. I learned how to read a playbook playing Madden. Mm-hmm. I learned how to look what a too high safety is, and that corner's playing a little tight on my receiver. I'm gonna send him on a go route. It's like there is good from it, but they can't be. It just can't be so addicting to where it's like, okay, that's all you play. And if you're a sports person and your kid wants to play it, it's like steer them down that route. Hey, learn something with it. Make it educational.
Dude, MLB baseball. I never could get one. I'd go up to my Aunt Kathy's. They lived right up the block from me, Mark and Mike's house. They had MLB baseball on Nintendo, dude. I'd plug this deal in. They might be at practice or something. Loved it. Got my first Nintendo by going out and picking $50 worth of pecans. Bought my first Nintendo doing that, and got my MLB baseball game too, dude. And I wore that sucker out.
All right. Well, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna roll into something, and then we'll get into what you were gonna say. Hey, we got the section right now. Q&A. There it is. Q&A.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So, Carly, she's having very nice, polite comment. So fun watching them. And I do think that is, I'll give you my take on that comment. That is a part of, that's why they put their kid, not Carly, but that's why people put their kids in sports, is to watch them play, and it fills their hearts, and they see them having fun. They're getting them off the couch, and it's like, well, where does it go from there? How do
It's
you
interaction.
progress from there?
It's interaction, man. That's all it
Absolutely.
is. And they
Yep.
need that. Every kid needs that. Whether they tell you no, they don't want to play or not, as a parent, I, I personally believe my kid, if he has a chance to go play, dude, I'm going to make you play, which sucks on my part.
Yeah.
It does, because I don't know if he actually wants to play or not. It should be their choice.
Mm-hmm.
But try it, because they don't know. They've never done it before.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm getting at here?
Oh, I got an example.
There we go. Let me hear it.
The middle, we have three, a boy and two girls. My middle child, last year, we said, hey, you're playing basketball. Tears
Mhm.
instantly. First game of the year, tears. This year, turns out she's like the fourth, third, second best player on the team. This year, she's beating down my door. When are we playing basketball? What's my team name? I'm so excited to play basketball. So it's like, you talk about a full year swing when it's like, but I'll toot. We did it the right way. We didn't say you're going to be the best. We moved on and we got through it. We supported. She cried. It's okay. We kept her out there. If she cried too much, it was like, hey, we'll pull you back. And she learned, okay, I can overcome this. It's not a big deal. And then she built confidence. We built her up with confidence. We raised her up. And now she just drained like 6 free throws yesterday at practice. And I'm like, when did you
Can't keep her away from it.
Exactly.
Can't keep her away from it now. Bingo. Good example, dude. Perfect.
Yep. Not the last one, but we got a couple more. I'm going to go to this one, and then I'm going to go back to Swelse's.
What a very touchy, easy to talk about subject, though. I can't wait.
Oh, you want me to read it? I got it.
Bingo. There you go. Great example. That's why Miss Octua went to Fort Scott. That's why she loved softball. That's them two parents was involved all the freaking time, from the day she could walk to the day she graduated from Fort Scott Community College.
Absolutely.
That's what the fuck is that?
That's
what it's all about.
It really is. That's what it comes from. Is there? I just told. I just told him. I just told him last night. I said, hey, I'm not going to teach you basketball 1 hour twice a week. I can't do it. You have to have interest in yourself. When you go home, take the ball, do some movements. If you're inside, the old figure 8 drills and around your head, get used to touching the basketball. I can't make you Michael Jordan ever, so it's like you have to want to do it. But if you want to do it, we can work together and we can be really, really good.
Yeah, that's crazy to talk to. Yeah, you bet.
It's the parents.
I remember sitting in my bedroom. We had a lowered ceiling in my room. The tile, when I lived at home, I would sit there and literally throw the baseball, but you can only throw it so high. Grab a basketball. Same thing. All night long, but you'd only throw it so high until you hit a damn ceiling tile. And then if you hit a ceiling tile, look out. Here comes the, what are you doing in here?
Yes, absolutely. And then you learn touch with that, because you're trying to get as much as you can without touching it. So you learn control the ball, and then, to kind of touch on that last part of that question, I understand, I've said this before. I said it last night. You can't teach talent, whether they have it or they don't.
That's right, brother.
But hard work and effort and willing to listen, boy, that goes a long way in youth sports.
Long ways.
Yep. Goes a long way.
I had a guy tell me one time, a very, very, very good coach, when they're coachable, they want 100 of them.
Yep.
When they have heart, they want 100 of them.
Yeah.
When they'll do it on their own to make it themselves, they want 100 of them.
Yep.
Some of them just get talent right off the bat, which is
Oh,
very cool.
yeah.
I felt as if
Son
I
of a
was
gun.
very talented whenever I was a young kid. I mean, we had a good little ball club, but like I said, I ain't been around. Our kids young. I got to get back involved. I want to be in. I want to go see what's going on in the youth. You know, in our youth sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's my fault for not knowing, but I have my kid's 17 years old. You know, I don't.
Yeah, you're getting him through high school.
I got to get him through high school first
Yep.
and into college.
Yep.
Period. But I do want to help around here. I think it's awesome. And if any of you coaches out there, uh, whatever age, you guys need any help, give me a holler on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is at your practice, because I'll be more than happy to come help you.
Yep.
There's something I can help you with, or you can help me with. It don't matter. I want to come and help out.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Hit this question real quick. When you are a parent of a player and a coach to another team, it's time away from the family and their own kids. It's such a sacrifice for coaches.
When you're a parent of a player and a coach to another team, it's time away from the family and their own kids.
Yep. Boy, talk about that dynamic, because people want you. You know, your girl is your boy, he's playing elsewhere or on a different team, and you're like, hey, I'm coaching this team. Or you've started, then you had kids, and they grow up and you're coaching this team. You know, your daughter's playing or son's playing for another team. That's double duty right there.
Goes on every day, brother. It
Absolutely.
really does. So many parents have to split up into high school because they have kids so close together.
Oh, yeah.
They split from youth sports all the way up. I could. Power to them, man. I only had one kid. I mean, power to them. But like we say, if you guys ever need anything from either parent, if you guys want to go watch one and you guys can trust us, let us know. We're here for you. Gopher Talk's always here for you. We'll help out any way we can.
Yeah,
honest
that's
to God.
one of the good things about being in the competitive community is that if they have two children playing in separate, they can make it to halftime, and then it's kind of more. Sometimes it's a tight knit. It's like, hey, can you take my kids here because I'm gonna go? I want to go watch them. Can you meet me here? And it's like, yep, got you. No big deal. We'll be there, and and that's what makes people. That's what makes people remember those core memories. Like, for example, I played football when I was little. Gary Johnson, he coached me all the way through. And Zach and Austin and Bryce, and I rode to practice with him. If I needed to get to a game, he took me. I mean, those are core memories that I remember, and it's like that's what made it so tight. I mean, that's why we're still tight to this day, is because sports.
You ain't kidding, man. It's incredible, and more power to and the parents that do make that. And I know there's parents that work out of town. They don't get to see stuff. I went through the whole 11 years of not being able to see, especially when you're working on the road. It's tough. It's tough, but man, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids.
Yep.
You guys hold it together. It'll work out. We promise you.
Yep.
Keep them in there because you're going to love it. Just keep them in there.
I was got one little last quick thing to say, and I'm going to say it. It'll be a good clip. We talked about this, and from this episode, how can you be a better fan, a better fan parent? How can you be a better parent? And are you doing the right things when it comes to youth sports?
That's the question to you, Gopher Nation. You guys answer that in your own minds. Don't be cocky about it. Answer it in your own minds. When you got volunteers, you got people taking care of your kids, all your responsibility is to get them there on time, watch their games, answer that question in your head. Help out when needed. That's it.
You bet.
That's it.
You bet.
I know that's going to tickle a lot of hearts right there, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
This is kind of. Go ahead.
We touched on that.
Yeah. The biggest thing is that, the Gopher talked about how this is a series. You want to talk about maybe Saturday, what's going to happen?
Yeah, you bet.
We don't have to
I'm
announce
not gonna.
who, but
Yep.
what?
Not going to mention no names. We had a feller text us who is very big into youth sports. He's got, I believe, 3 of them. I think he's done a lot of coaching before them even. I think he's done a lot of good stuff for this community. Saturday, we're not sure an exact time yet. It don't matter. You guys stay tuned. Yeah, keep an eye out because we got a really good episode coming up Saturday. Thursday night, I have a football banquet, which tomorrow, Wednesday, we're in Ray's garage. So we have that. Thursday night, I have a banquet. Maybe after the banquet, I'd like to get me and the great one back on here because there's so much to talk about with youth sports. I mean, even the TikToks, when you watch the little funny T-ballers on a positive note, how freaking, I mean, that is the best thing ever. But anyway,
It's so funny.
Saturday, you guys stay tuned big time because this kid, he is not a kid, he's a man, but he's got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm not sure where he's wanting to go with it, what he's wanting to say with it, but we're going to sit here and listen to him. We're going to let him have his time. I think it'll be a good interview.
Yep.
We'll have questions for him, behind him, with him, the whole 9 yards. You guys will love it.
Yep. It's kind of something that I hope this video sparks. We hope this video sparks questions. Hope it kind of makes you a little bit like, what the heck? We're going to let you hear it from somebody in the community who coaches youth sports. And you get it straight from his mouth, who's in the thick of it.
You betcha. Right in the thick of it. I mean, and anybody else who wants to comment, feel free. Let us have it because that's what this one's about. Let us have it. You're not going to hurt our feelings. My feelings don't get hurt. Let us have it. Give me what you got. I want to figure out what's going on, what we need to do to make this better for youth sports. How to get everybody involved, how to get the kids involved, how to get them off the couch, how to get them the whole 9 yards, like we went through.
Yep, absolutely, man. This has been a good episode. I feel like we could probably go on for like 3 hours about it.
It could. That's the problem with youth sports. I mean, we've only covered like 2 topics we talked about, and there's 16 more down here.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. I tell you what, Thursday, I am down. If you're down, we can get on here Thursday. We'll roll through one and kind of set everything up for Saturday.
Yeah, and it'll be late. It'll be at 9 o'clock because I don't know how long the football banquet will take. I definitely got to get there because a couple of awards I want to see for dang sure. Congratulations to all them boys, though, each one of them. But yes, 9 o'clock. We'll set it for 9 o'clock. Is that good with you, the great one? Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We'll set it for 9 o'clock. You guys get on here, ask your questions, do whatever you want to. You're not going to hurt our feelings. We're going to give you our opinions. That's what this segment is about. We want youth sports to freaking work. It's got to work, or we have no future in youth. We have no future in sports.
That's fact.
These kids got to get out there and play. They got to get out there and play.
Yep. Everyone's got to be invested. And the ones who are, again, hats off to you. For the person who sits in the bleachers and says that person's no good, do better. Do better.
Yeah, just do way better. But put yourself in their shoes if you can, if you're that type of person. If you can't, don't sit by me, bro. I mean, it makes no sense. That's just stupidity, man. In my own, that's stupidity. Comment on that, everybody, because it's freaking stupidity. I mean, it literally is.
Absolutely.
And I've done it myself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not in youth sports, but
yeah. Everybody loses their cool. Everybody loses their cool.
Arms are going everywhere.
Everyone's got something to say. I've been guilty of myself, but then I usually collect my thoughts and I'm like, man, you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. Guilty as charged. Yep. But you want to hit us? You want me to hit the sponsor? You want me to hit the sponsor?
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
It's all in fun, but there's a scoreboard up there, people. And I want the home team of Oswego, Kansas, youth, middle school, high school, to have more damn points than that visiting team.
That's right.
That's my deal on this.
Hey, Gopher.
Go ahead. Hit our sponsors, brother.
Get you some of that.
Get you some of that. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Yes. Hey, I'll hit the sponsor plug. Just paying some bills around here, no big deal. Hey.
That's right.
Black Crow Trading Company, guys. Go up there, get your shirts. I need you to send me a picture when you have your shirts. I can let you know, hey, I'll put you on Facebook, put you on Gopher, may even give you an interview. How, why you bought it, That's what we want. Black Crow Trading Company. She is online. Hit her up on Facebook or just get some foot traffic in there. Just buy any shirt, really. Just help her out. That's a small business in your town, and you should want to support it because I know that town, they don't have many of them.
That's right, brother. Get you some of that, ladies and gentlemen. Get up here, get you a shirt. Wear it proud. We don't care what it is. Gopher Talk, Oswego Indians, Oswego Youth Indians. We don't care. Get up there and get you some of that. That is awesome. That is awesome. We hope everybody enjoyed tonight.
Tech. You can get WSU Tech or whatever, extra large.
Well, it's huge enough, don't I?
Yes. Brock Lesnar. That's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, no,
oh, man.
Now we're getting wicked. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this tonight. I hope you enjoyed this whole week. Youth sports is something very touchy to talk about, and we're not out here to piss nobody off. We're not here to criticize nobody. Like we said, hats off to every volunteer. Hats not off to anybody griping about the volunteers. It makes no sense, especially in youth sports, especially if they're helping your kids. If you think you can do better, have a talk with them. Don't talk behind their back. Just go talk to them, guys. It's that simple.
Be supportive.
Be supportive. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Stick around. We're going to have another one Thursday, Wednesday night. Listen to our fantasy deal because we got some takes on fantasy football. I wish they delete the whole. I wish that would have never even started. But anyway.
Hey, I do have one request. I do request. I do watch the episode. I am an avid watcher. I'm going to need everybody to get the type of shit that I get in that league. Everybody jumps on the great one, whether I win or lose. Can we spread the shit around to everybody else?
How would you like to be the guy that's the Gopher who's in second to last place? That's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh,
terrible.
Man.
I'm going to let the goddess play mine next year. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to let her play it. Let her play it.
Terrible.
No, y'all stay tuned tomorrow. Wednesdays are good nights. I know they're long ones. I know they're about our family fantasy football. But if y'all will just ask questions, we'll tell you who each one of them is because it's actually very, very interesting.
Yep.
So you guys sit down and watch it. I know it takes a little bit. Sit down and watch it. Ask a question. We'll throw it out there for you. We'll explain who's who. And if you go back to earlier videos, we've already had interviews with everybody.
It's one of our
second
highest video. The draft is our second highest video ever.
Yeah, exactly. Get on there, watch it. Then you know who we're talking about. I got smoked by #Swelsey. She cheated somehow. I don't know, but that's just how it is. The great one got destroyed. We're ruining it.
At least we have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Trey, you got anything else, buddy?
Nope, I'm good, man. I know it was a long one, but hey, guess what? If you don't like it, I guess you don't have to watch it 38 minutes, but we appreciate if you watch it 15 minutes,
That's right. Most of you that are watching it, we know you have young kids. Put your comments out.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we want to thank Black Crow Trading Company. We want to thank the great one, #Swelsey, doing the things they do. Without them, there would be nothing about this. We just have 6, 7 videos rolling on. The Gridiron Goddess, gotta love her.
They're amazing.
Gotta love her. She does her job. She actually lets me have her cellular device just for a little bit to do this stuff. But you guys, I hope you like this week. I know it's touchy. We want everybody's feelings on it. Other than that, let's get on out of here. What do you say, the great one?
Do it.
This is Gopher Talk, Garage, Beer, Football. The Gopher, signing off.